Okay, so in today's video about ICP, at first we are going to do a short-term analysis and see what is happening in just this specific area, and then we are going to go on some higher time frames and I'm going to present my case for why I believe in ICP. Either we have hit our final bottom or we are extremely close to reach to our final bottom, not only in internet computer, but also probably in a lot of other altcoins, and our bull run is simply not over yet. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And by the way, today I'm doing a market update for my special members, and I'm going to tell them what can they expect for Bitcoin and also the whole altcoin market in the next coming weeks. So if you want to have access to those informations, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. Let's get on with our video and see what is happening. So in ICP, first things first, let's just hide everything. Okay, have we taken the lowest low down here about 5.6 bucks? As you can see, the answer is no. But in Bitcoin, we have been doing in the last couple of days something very, very different. So in ICP, I can tell you we are definitely performing exceptionally well relative to BTC, and that in my books is definitely a good sign. Now, in terms of what is happening in here, as long as we're not taking the lowest low about $5.6, I can still tell you that we are having an ABC probably in form of a flat structure, and in a flat, we're gonna have subwaves like this. Sorry about that one. Okay, ABC down into a ABC or a WXY on the upside into our B leg. From my point of view, at least, it doesn't really matter. And then like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave C. Now let's go on the live charts, see what is happening. So we said it before, there's a very good chance in ICP we are having ABC down to about this point, followed by that. This is probably an ABC flat structure, and then from the highest side in here about $7.4. I'm still going to argue that maybe this is 1, this is 2, decent move down into wave 3, correction for 4, and we may see another move down into wave 5. And in this case, again, I'm going to say it, you shouldn't really be worried about internet computer at all. Odds are this is indeed part of a correction structure. Now, what is happening in like very, very short term in this area? So here's the deal. We can consider many different possibilities, but I'm going to tell you, at least for now, and as long as I'm not seeing any evidence suggesting something else is going to happen, I'm going to say we are having a correction structure into our wave 4. For example, in one scenario, you can say maybe this is an A, B, C structure on the upside, and this kind of got confirmed when in this move down, we took the low of our B leg. So unfortunately, in like very short term, we're not seeing necessarily a good sign. And for example, this can be like a 1, 2, and then we can have another move down into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to complete the subwaves for our wave 5, and then it's going to be time to get a move up. Can we have other possibilities? Before I show you another bearish scenario, let's actually talk about the bullish one. You see, the bullish scenario in ICP in like very short term, this is basically like catching a knife. Okay, I'm not going to trade this thing. This is just for the sake of educational purposes. You can say maybe starting from this high, we are having an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat structure, and this is going to be on a higher degree of wave 1, correction for 2, and then we're going to get big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. Now, if you want to say this scenario is in play in ICP, what you need to see is a move up from the current point ASAP. Am I going to consider this thing as my primary case? The answer for me, and again, this is just for me, is unfortunately no. I'm thinking we can actually have a triangular structure in this area. Let's take this one. Okay, an A, B, C, D, E. Now, in a triangle, in terms of Elliott waves, in every single wave, we must consider ABCs on the down and also upside. Sorry about that. Okay, let's just draw the waves. ABC up into B, ABC down into wave C, ABC up into our D leg, and this is another ABC down into our E leg. And I have just realized this is actually an ABC on the way up. An ABC on the way down is basically the same, but in this initial move, we're going to have a move up into A and then B, C, D, E, something like that. Overall, the shape is going to be pretty much the same. Now, in the short term, we said, well, okay, this can be an ABC structure. And then I can also tell you maybe this is another ABC followed by that. Yep, I guess we can have like an ABC, something like this, and then ABC down and another ABC on the upside. And on a higher degree, we are going to have, you know it, an A, B, C, D, E in form of a triangle. And then we're going to get our final move down and followed by that a very strong move on the upside. Nonetheless, the point that I'm trying to make is this. In ICP, again, either we have set our final bottom or maybe we are extremely close to reach to it, and the downsides not only in internet computer but also in a whole lot of other altcoins are very limited when you compare their performance relative to BTC. That actually makes me quite optimistic. And here is a top tip for you. This black chart is Bitcoin price and this orange one is actually BTC's hash price. In the long term, the orange chart is indeed in a solid downtrend, and I do believe this is going to continue, but that is really not the point. Pay attention to this. Every single time that we had a bull run in Bitcoin and also altcoin market, hash price actually went up. However, in this phase, what happened? Hash price just consolidated when in Bitcoin we reached to about 70K, and then from here we just had a move on the downside. And to me, this shows that in Bitcoin, we are just in the middle of our bull run. And for those people who are saying our move up in this cycle at least is over, well, I would really like to know what are their thoughts on this chart and why do they believe that our move up is over? Is it because we had a move on the downside? Well, in that case, I can tell you, look, our move down is just a simple correction structure and not an impulse. And at least for now, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of evidence suggesting that this cycle is over. I'm not saying that I am always right. No, I definitely get it wrong. And I told you so many times, I am here only trying to get it right 6 out of 10 times. And that is pretty much it. But in BTC's case, my primary scenario at least suggests that our bull run is not over and we are most likely going to start the next phase of the move up soon. And in that phase, I think altcoins are really going to perform well and your patience, I believe, will be rewarded big time. So in terms of overall structures, in Bitcoin and altcoin market, I do not believe that we are having anything to be worried about in terms of specifically what is happening in ICP. As long as we're not taking the lowest low down here about $5.6, we can still say that we are having 5 wave on the upside into a larger degree wave 1 and then a correction for wave 2, and after our move down into wave 2 is over, we're going to get a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and we are still looking great. Even in case that, for example, we get a move down and take this low, at that point, I'm actually expecting a beautiful bullish divergence to happen on daily time frame in MACD. And let's zoom in more. Okay, so let's say you want to argue that we are going to get a move down and take this low. At that point, I'm willing to bet this is going to be a low in MACD, and the next one is actually going to be a higher low, while on the live chart, we are having a low and the other one is going to be a lower low, suggesting that bears are actually running out of power and soon bulls are going to take charge and just send the price up. So you see, one way or the other, I'm going to say it again, downsides in ICP are very limited. And I told you so many times, as long as we are staying in here, by every single move down, I'm just going to buy more and more ICP in hope that I manage to get my average purchase under $7. And then I'm going to wait for our bull run and hopefully make quite a bit of money. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in internet computers chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.